Every once in a while, I feel a little experimental with my eyeshadow, and today I was feeling blue, and this is what came out. I didn't film it because I never know, you know, how those things are gonna go. Plus my makeup videos don't always get watched that much, but if you'd like me to start filming sort of like my experimental, just playing with makeup looks, I don't know, let me know. I don't do them very often, maybe like once a month, because the last one I think I did that was sort of colorful was my mermaid inspired one, you know, with like my mermaid hair, which I haven't done in a while actually, because my hair just tends to get kind of gross, and then I just put it in a bun until it's wash day. So, but today is Empties Day. So I have 3 more months of accumulated empties. I'm doing them quarterly this year instead of every single month. That way I'm not always filming empties. And some months I don't really have that much. Though April, May, and June, I had a decent amount actually. I had a decent amount of things. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about my empties. I'm still calculating my totals like I did for the 2 years prior to this, but instead of telling you how much each thing costs after I talk about each thing, I'm just gonna list the totals at the, you know, in the description, so that way you can see how much I've used if you're interested in keeping up with that kind of thing. But for the most part, it was sort of like 50-50 if, you know, people wanted to hear stuff like that. I explained that in my last empties. I'm just re-explaining it just in case maybe you didn't watch my last empties, since I only do them every 3 months now instead of every single month. So I'm gonna pull out all of my April empties, which wasn't too many. April was sort of not very exciting month empties wise. So yeah, so let's talk about the wellness product. So I finished up one of these Skin Heroes, the pre and probiotics. I haven't taken these in a little while. I've got some open in the fridge. I take them every once in a while, just like sort of when I remember. I'm very behind on like supplements in general right now, which might be why I'm feeling so exhausted lately. But yeah, I like those. I feel like they do really help like keep my internal gut stuff in check, so that way my skin is looking pretty good lately. I'm also, you know, if you've seen my skincare stuff recently and like my favorites and the things that I've talked about, I also am really liking the Edible Beauty Beauty Dew, which you'll see in one of the months in here as well. I just liked my, I guess I'm trying to counteract my crappy diet, because my diet is pretty crappy lately. I'm eating a lot of sugar, not that many like fresh vegetables, a lot of processed vegan stuff. It's just sort of how I'm getting through. Food is how I'm getting through, but my butt and my hips are not appreciative of how I'm getting through. So I talked about that in another recent video. I've gained like 10 pounds recently. It's kind of depressing because a year ago is like last June is when I decided to sort of get healthy and lose the weight I was, you know, the extra weight I've been carrying, and like feel better about my body and feel good about the clothes that I'm wearing and how I look. And we joined a gym and I lost 15 pounds basically. And since last June, I have undone all of the good, all of that. I've undone it all. I am back to where I started a year ago. So I need to do something. I'm not going out though. So, I mean, I have like zero motivation. Okay. So, the vitamins. Yes, I do really like those. I've recommended them to you guys a lot. I've been using them for a couple of years now. Really like them. Also talking about acne and skin stuff, I used up a Mighty Patch, the Hero Mighty Patch Invisibles. If you're going to buy any of these, buy the Invisibles. Is it going to focus? Whatever, you know what it looks like. Buy the Invisibles, because the Invisibles are better than the originals. And these things work so incredibly well when I'm having like a breakout. If I've picked at my skin, I just throw one of these on. It's like a Band-Aid, but it also, instead of just covering it, it sucks everything out and heals it. So I love those. All right, I have a couple of hair things. Yeah, I have the Evolve Smart Volume Leave-In Conditioner Spray. I've been using this for years. This is the only like leave-in conditioner spray that I have used in, I don't know, 3+ years. I really, really like this. I I was going to say Audacity because I'm holding Audacity. Momi, Modern Minerals, I don't know if she's released it yet, but she's working on a leave-in conditioner serum-like product where it's not like a spray, but you pump it out and you like, put it in your hair before you, like the same idea as this, except it's more of like a lotion than like a spray. So I am trying that out. I will be letting you guys know how I like that. But I do have another one of these because I do really like them. And then I also finished up the Audacity Travel Shampoo Bar. I do like this, but it breaks me out. So I don't know. It's disappointing that it breaks me out because it does have coconut oil in it. And usually coconut oil, I don't have a problem with it. I can use it on my face just fine. But for some reason, this part back here, whenever I use it, it always breaks out back here. And that's the only thing that it can be from, because I never break out when I use any other hair products. It's just this. So I did finish the travel size of this. I do believe I actually have, I think I have a full size and then another travel size I'm going to need to do something with. So maybe I'll do a giveaway or something, because I do have a few products that I could do like a giveaway with. So that is disappointing, but I do really like the Natural Wisdom ones. I'll talk about those when we get to those, because I do have the containers for those. I didn't technically finish the Audacity shampoo bar in April, but I took it out of the box and put the box in the Empties in April. I finished it up actually in June. But for those ones that are like in boxes where you take the whole thing out, or like soaps or paper products or things like that, I put them in the month that I open them. And because the Natural Wisdom stuff I haven't completely used up, but it's in the Empties in here, because once you finish up the bar, I don't like to keep that trash around. So I just like to throw it in the Empties, and then I'll talk about it, because, once you've finished it, there's nothing left. The bar is gone, right? Does that make sense? So yeah, but I've used it enough to be able to give you a review and like tell you about it. Okay, so I've got a couple of these Little Seed Farm deodorant creams. I bought the entire sample pack, and then I bought a full size. So in April, I used the grapefruit lemon and the rosemary patchouli. I didn't like the rosemary patchouli. I did really like the grapefruit lemon, and I feel like this worked pretty much most of the time. I think with this one, it's going to be sort of like hit or miss depending on the scent. The grapefruit lemon ones seem to work okay. I think I want to say raspberry. The rosemary patchouli one, I guess it worked, but I didn't like the scent of that one. So yeah, that's those. I also finished, or sort of, I pulled it out of my shower. This is the Kahina Giving Beauty Kessamit that you buy to use with the Beldy soap. I had finished the Beldy soap ages and ages ago, but the Kessamit was sitting in my shower, and I would use it every once in a while, but Kahina Giving Beauty gifted me a new one, so I threw away the other one. You should probably throw those away much sooner than I threw that one away, because I think I had that one in my shower like 2 or 3 years, but I didn't use it that much either. I don't use sponges that much to justify throwing them away like what, every month or 2 months. What do people suggest you throw those sponges away? I'm not really sure, but that one was looking really old and raggedy, and I've got a new one. So I also have the Malaya Black Tea Refining Body Polish, Black Tea and Neroli. This was really, really nice. This is definitely a luxury body scrub because it is $60. Most of the body scrubs that I love are in like the $30 to $40 range, which is still a bit expensive, but much more affordable than, like $60. But this one was really lovely. It was very nicely scented. I liked the grit on it. But yeah, the color on it was beautiful. I really loved the color because it was like this nice, like red. I'm not sure what was in it that made it red. Maybe the black tea sort of gave it that like red color. I love this. I have one of these like Starbucks refreshers. This is the Dragon Fruit Mango. I love the shade of Dragon Fruit. I really want to like create an eyeshadow color, or maybe there's one in there, or maybe there's one out there that's like the shade of this like Dragon Fruit color. Like how pretty on the eyes would that be? So pretty. I love that color. I love the Dragon Fruit color. But yeah, I finished this. That was really, really nice. My 2 favorite body scrubs still are the Naturalogic body scrubs and the Live Botanical one. So those are the ones that I'm going to continue to rebuy. But that one is really, really lovely if you're looking for sort of like an indulgent, if you want to indulge in a luxury body scrub. But it's very nice. But I will buy the Naturalogic and the Live Botanical ones just for affordability. Okay, I have one of these Preserve razors. These are the ones made out of like recycled yogurt cups. I bought a new one because this one was like old, and I just felt like buying a new one. So I think you can send this part back into the company and they'll recycle it, you know, and make it into more. So I need to look into that. The blades obviously aren't recyclable, but I'm pretty sure these are, because they do also do toothbrushes, I believe, and they've got plates and cutlery and things like that. We actually have the cutlery, so like the plastic forks, spoons, knives, and whatever. It's funny, I bought those when I was in St. Louis, like one of the very last times I went to St. Louis, because my job, I work from home, but one of the headquarters is in St. Louis. So before, you know, I had Oliver, I used to go into the office every once in a while in St. Louis. They would fly me over there to do like trainings or like train other people and things like that. And I lived out of a hotel for a week basically. So like I would buy food and whatever to eat in the hotel. And I bought one of those sets of cutlery, and you can reuse them. So it's not like plastic forks and spoons and knives that you just like throw away after one use. You reuse them. So we still have them. And that was like either 2012 or 2013. And we still use them. We use them all the time. You just throw them in the dishwasher and they work just as new. My cat is out there crying. Jessie cannot be alone. But yeah, so, I mean, I love the preserve products. They're really greatly made, really good quality. So anyway, yeah, I bought a new one of those and I'll look into recycling that with the company. So the last body thing that I've got is the Sapukula. I don't really know how to pronounce this brand. And here's the funny thing. They sent me a bunch of stuff in March to try. So that was not that long ago. It was only like 3 or 4 months ago. They are non-existent anymore. So they sent me like a couple of masks. They sent me a cleanser, an oil, a couple of soaps, and then they just like went out of business. So I don't know. It's very weird because I went to go look this up to see how much it costs, and like the whole company's gone. Their Instagram is gone. The website doesn't work anymore. So I don't know, maybe they're one of the companies that like couldn't survive the COVID thing. I don't really know. That's kind of disappointing though, because their stuff was kind of cool. I mean, I'll still use it and I'll still mention it in like Empties and stuff, but I won't ever do a review on it now because you can't buy it. So there's really no point. But yeah, so that was unfortunate to discover. Okay, so the rest of what I've got is makeup. I've got a couple of beauty blenders. These weren't technically bad, but my cat got a hold of them, and yeah, you can see all of his like fun little bite marks. Pugsley is obsessed with my little sponges. If he sees them, he like zeroes in on it and like takes it and it's his. So I have a beauty blender nude. So I have one of those, and then I have one of the minis, you know, for like under the eyes or whatever. I don't use these a ton because I tend to like brushes better. These are just like really tiny. I like brushes, but I like the beauty blenders with like certain foundations. I don't use them a ton, mostly because Pugsley gets into them and I just have brushes that I do like, but you know, I think I have a couple of beauty blenders around. I need to pick this up. It's like 13 minutes. I can't talk this long about everything. So then I have a couple of other makeup products. They aren't really empties, but they're no good. So this is the Clove & Hollow bronzing powder in Cabo. I bought a replacement for this because this one had hard pan. And I know that a lot of you guys have suggested, you know, going over it with like tape or whatever, because it's oils that cause it to get this like hard crust. Honestly though, the Clove & Hollow bronzers are the only ones that do this to me. I don't have any problems with the Well People bronzer. I don't have any problems with Kosas, Ilia. Any other pan bronzer that I have does not do this like crusty hard thing where you don't get any color. I mean, you get some color, but it doesn't, it like won't come off. And so I bought a new pan and it did it immediately. So I don't think I'm gonna be buying this anymore. It's just annoying. I'll try to salvage the one that I've got, you know, either scrape off a layer or, you know, do the tape thing or whatever, but it feels more than just like the top layer. It feels like it's not good all the way down, but I'll be doing some like Clove & Hollow brand reviews in the coming months because I want to do like a full review of like all the Clove & Hollow things that I've tried over the years. And I'll definitely, that's something I'll definitely be mentioning, steering you away from the bronzer if it's going to do that. I mean, does anybody else have that problem with the Clove & Hollow bronzer? Or is it just me? Do you like, if you do have that problem with the Clove & Hollow bronzer, does it happen to any of your other bronzers? Like, should we start like a research paper about this? Like why the Clove & Hollow bronzer does this, but none of the other bronzers I have does. I don't know, whatever. I also have the Aether Beauty Rose Quartz palette. This was like pretty much new, except I didn't realize I had left this sitting on my set of drawers that is next to the bathtub. My kid was taking a bathtub, my husband was in there, I was making dinner, whatever. I came in the next morning and I noticed this was all sort of like warped. My kid had dumped it in the bathtub and then just like put it back like nothing happened. So yeah, all of the stuff in here is like not good. I think it's actually growing mold too. There's some like weird fuzzy things happening over here. But anyway, I did replace that. I did rebuy a new one because that is one of my favorite Aether Beauty palettes and I need it in my life. So I used 14 products in April. So let's get on to May before I drop something and destroy everything that I've got here. Okay, so beginning for May, I also have another beauty blender, one of those cheaper ones. It's slightly smaller than the regular beauty blender size and bigger than the mini. I don't have it here because Pugsley ran off with it last night when I was doing all of the totals and like writing all of this stuff down. So I did also have one of those, which I didn't really use up to completion because Pugsley stole it and dragged it all over the house and his teeth marks are all over it. So that's his toy now. Wellness wise, I wanted to talk about some of the things that I give Oliver as well. So I do have a couple of like Oliver things in here. So I have the Garden of Life Vitamin Codes Kids Chewable multivitamins. So I do give him a multivitamin every day, and I actually have 2 of these, but I didn't bring the other bottle in here because it doesn't really matter. I didn't realize we had 2 of these open at the same time, and I was like using both. So I just dumped one into the other and then finished up this one. So we did finish 2. There's 60 bears in here, and you chew 1 bear a day. Well, it says 2 bears a day. Oh well, I've only been giving him 1, so maybe I'll start to give him 2. But it took us like 6 months to go through the 2 bottles because, 60, whatever. But yeah, we have one more bottle of these open, but I think I want to try. Oh, what are they called now? I didn't write it down. I think they're the Mary Ruth's supplements. I think I want to try those next. They do have like a kid's supplement for those as well. So I do think I want to try those for him once we run out of these this next time. Okay, so then these are the hair things. These are the Natural Wisdom shampoo bar. So it's the Blue Jungle solid shampoo bar and body wash. And then there's the hair conditioning and shaving cream bar with grapefruit and lemongrass. I use them just for, these are just the packaging. I use them just for shampoo and conditioner. I don't use them on my body. I really, really like the formula of these. I do like them better than the Odacite ones. 1, because they don't break me out, and 2, because I do like having the conditioner bar. My hair did fine without the conditioner when I was using the Odacite bar, but I actually really, really like this conditioner bar. It's really nicely formulated. It's not super heavy. It makes my hair feel really nice and soft. So maybe it wasn't so much like conditioner that I, didn't think that I ever needed to use a conditioner again, but maybe it was just like plastic bottles. I don't mind using a conditioner, bar, but I found that with the Odacite, you didn't need to use a conditioner, but I do like having conditioner, and the conditioner bar is really, really nice. I actually feel like my hair is like a lot healthier looking when I use the Natural Wisdom tube than versus the Odacite. So I don't know. I know you guys, I know it's kind of weird, like when I say I like something, but then I'm like critical of it, but I'm just not one of those like negative people. I'm just not. I mean, I do like inherently like everything, and I find good things about everything. So I don't like to sit here and like rag on products that aren't necessarily bad, but if I like something better. So like the Kosas foundation, I know some of you guys have been like, why you're so critical of it, but you like it. But it's true. I mean, I do like it in certain applications. It's just one of those things. I'm just not a negative person. And I feel like there's too much negativity on YouTube. There's people who like try to be negative just to seem more honest or whatever, but you can like something but still be critical of it. I don't know. That's how I feel about the Odacite bar. I like it. I mean, it works. It does what it's supposed to do, but there are other formulas of things that I like better. So it doesn't mean the Odacite formula is bad, even though it breaks me out. I don't know. In my head, it makes sense. I'm probably coming off like a raving lunatic or something though. Okay, so yes, I do really like those. Erica's shop, the Beauty Garden Boutique, does sell them. I did buy them from her. You can buy them on Etsy. The Natural Wisdom has an Etsy shop as well, so you can get them through there. Wherever you want to shop from, it doesn't really matter. They sell half bar sizes, which are the sizes that I had, and they're $10 each. And then you can buy the full bar size, which is like a regular bar of soap size, for like 20 bucks. So they're really, really affordable. On the Etsy shop, she does have lots of different formulas of shampoo bars and conditioners. I think Erica only has a couple of them. She doesn't carry them all, but I'm definitely going to be buying some more from the Etsy shop because there's some other formulas that I want to try. Like she's got like a bounce one for like more bouncy hair. She had some other formulas I really, really want to try. I'm just really into the shampoo bar thing. Like I'm trying really hard to use up the bottles of shampoo and conditioner that I've got because I want to switch to shampoo bars. I need to let my cat in. She's scratching at the door now. Oh my God, get in here. Okay, so enough about shampoo bars. So I've got 2 more samples of the Little Seed Farms. What is she doing? All right, I do have a couple more samples of the Little Seed Farms deodorant. This is obviously the months that I was testing the Little Seed Farms deodorant. I have jasmine green tea and unscented. Unscented didn't work for me at all. I smelled immediately pretty much. Jasmine green tea was okay, but I think the grapefruit lemon one worked better for me. And then after I used those 4, because those 4 lasted me about a month, they lasted me about a week a piece, I moved on to another deodorant, so you won't see any more Little Seed Farms deodorant samples. But yeah, so I'll leave my full thoughts for when I get to my deodorant video, which, when will it be? I don't really know, because I feel like I'm always testing deodorants. I'm working my way towards the end of my deodorants, so that should be within the next couple of months. Okay, so I also have the Plenty Naturals body wash. This is just the 2 ounce one. We do love this for Oliver. This is my favorite that I've used. I've used Pie. I've used another one that you'll see in June. This is my favorite. This is like my favorite kids in hair and body wash. I haven't rebought it. So I am using something that you'll see in June, but I will rebuy this when it is available. I think she's sold out of the big size right now, but the big size should be coming back soon, and it's my favorite. It's just, I don't use a conditioner with it. His hair and body, like, it's really soft and clean, and it's like the only one that we can use that if he gets it in his eyes, it's no big deal. He won't cry, there's no screaming, you know, because some of those formulas, they say like tear-free or kid-friendly or whatever, but truth is they're not. Okay, so then for myself, I have the Pie body wash. This is the Gentle Genius Camellia and Bergamot body wash. This was just not special. I mean, I know that Pie is supposed to be like a sensitive skin line and sort of like back to basics, but I didn't enjoy using this. I was using it up like in excess at the end because I just wanted to be done with it. I don't enjoy most body wash formulas. Like all the formulas that I really like are the Olivia formula and like the Bathing Culture formula. Those are like the only ones that I want to have in my shower. I don't like traditional body wash. I mean, that one's okay if you like unscented, you know, sort of like basic, but it's $32. Like you can buy the Bathing Culture one or you can buy the Olivia one for less than that, and I like them a lot more. So I don't really think that's worth $32. Okay. I'm like tired. I'm so tired. I've got the Bathorium Sea Kelp Serenity bath. I'm pretty sure this came in one of the Detox Market bundles, or maybe I bought it separate. I'm not sure now. I've got so many of these, I don't remember where they came from. These are, I love these. I've got so many of the Bathorium Crushes now. I absolutely love them. I talked about the Bliss bundle in the This Just In that I did on Friday. I'm going to link that again because that's a really, really like smoking deal. These are $8 each, these singles, but you can get in the Bliss bundle, you can get a bubble bath. You can get a big one of these, which has 5 uses, and then like a bonus. The bonuses right now are a sponge or tea. The bonuses tend to change, but it's $37. You can't really beat that. These are $8 each. So if you were to buy 5 of these, it's more than the Bliss bundle. So get yourself a Bliss bundle if you really like, you know, baths and bath products and things like that. Okay, so the other hair thing, which I forgot to put in the hair category, I like to list things, you know, when I go through and do these, I like to list them. So I do them all in order. And then when it's out of order, I get a little like, okay. So like I forgot this one. This one's the Uma Intensely Nourishing Hair Oil. This was from the November 2017 Beauty Heroes box. I finally just finished it up, so it was like nearly 3 years old, but it didn't smell bad. It hadn't gone off on me. It smells a little funky now, but I think maybe it's because it's empty. I don't really know, but I used it all. I really do like this. I mean, it's $70, so it is very, very expensive, but it really did feel, I don't know, like medicinal to the scalp. I don't really know I can't remember now like what its purpose is, or like if it's supposed to be like scalp health or like hair growth or whatever, but I don't know. I did like this. Would I buy it again? I don't know. I feel like maybe, I'm not ruling it out, but I'm not, like placing it in my cart right now or anything. Like I'm not missing it that much, but maybe. I won't rule it out. Okay, so I've got a couple of masks. I've got the Naturalogic Unmasked Detox Hydration. I love this. This is one of my top 5 can't live without masks that I need to have all the time because it's great for when my skin is inflamed, I'm having a massive breakout. It heals and cools and deflames my skin. I love that. I've talked about it a million times. I also have one of these sample sizes of the Naturalogic Luna. I believe you can buy this same size for 28 bucks on the website, and she does still have some of these available right now. So if you want to try Luna, but you don't know if you want to invest in the full $78, I think it is for a full size, she does sell these, which you can get a decent amount of masks out of. You can get like 3 or 4 masks out of this size. So I finally finished up that. I think this is from last year's batch. So I was trying to finish up all of my old batches before I, cracked into this year's batch. So that's that. Now I just have some skincare stuff. So I've got the Bathing Culture Golden Hour Hydrosol. I used this up in like record time. I think in like less than a month I'd finished this up. I really, really liked this. I liked the mist on it. I liked the scent. I liked the way it made my skin feel. I would definitely buy this again once I've gone through some of the mists that I've got, because I have a very large mist collection. Once I go through a bunch of them, I will be rebuying this one. I really, really liked it. Really liked it. Okay, so then I know this is going to seem kind of weird. I have the Haute Sea from Lil Fox. So the only reason I have an empty bottle of this is because the bottle that I got originally from Beauty Heroes when they sent me my ambassador box, it only had like a quarter of the bottle. So I opened it because it felt kind of light. I was like, why does it feel like there's not much product in here? There's supposed to be an ounce. I opened it and there's like this much at the bottom. So I emailed them and they sent me a new bottle. So I essentially used a quarter of a bottle. So, but I really love it. I really love this. I think I'm maybe like halfway through the bottle that we got from Beauty Heroes. I'm taking a pause on it right now because I am trying to finish up my Thick Glow one since it is older and I don't want it to go to waste. But the Lil Fox one is very, very nice. It works really well. I like both. I like the Fit Glow. I like the Haute Sea. I like the Blue Alchemy one. I know a couple of you guys were asking me about, which vitamin C serum I like. Those are probably my top 3 out of all of the vitamin C's that I tried. So you really can't go wrong with any one of them. There are slight variations in, efficacy from each, it mostly is how quickly you see results with them. I see the results with the Fit Glow one the quickest, which is why it's my favorite, because I do have a lot of melasma, I do have a lot of discoloration, I have a lot of things that need to be targeted by vitamin C, so I like to see results quicker. And I made the mistake yesterday. I was out at the pool at my mom's, and I made the mistake of not wearing like a hat. I looked in the mirror today and I noticed that my melasma, you can't tell now obviously because I've got makeup on, but I noticed that my melasma had it's really prominent right now. So I was like, crap, like I should know better by now. I cannot be out in the sun without, even if I'm wearing sunscreen, the sun it really exaggerates my melasma. And it's like, I'm never going to get rid of it. I'm always going to have like these weird brown patches, here and here where it sort of looks like I'm wearing bronzer, but can we focus? It sort of looks like where I'm wearing bronzer because that's where I like normally put bronzer, but it's like, it's my melasma and it's really obnoxious. Okay, so I have 2 more boxes of invisible patches. I was having a lot of breakouts in April and May, apparently. So I've got the invisibles, I've got the originals. Like I've said, buy the invisibles because they work a lot better. They're a little bit more expensive. They're $5 more than the originals. There's 3 more patches in the invisibles, but the originals just don't work the same. I don't understand what the difference is between the two other than, the color of the patch, but the invisible ones work better. So if you're going to spend the money on those and you're going to try them, buy the invisibles. You won't be disappointed. They work every single time, where the originals, it's like sometimes they would work. I don't really understand. And then I had a couple of samples I think I got these from Erica from the Beauty Garden Boutique. She gave me a little sample of the Mukti antioxidant mask, which I did end up buying a full size of from her. And then she did give me the Mukti marigold cream. But this, I tried it once. This broke me out so bad. It has cacao butter in it, which is like the only thing, the only ingredient I have any kind of reaction to. It's really unfortunate because there are a couple of really fabulous products that have cacao butter that I can't use because they just freak my skin out. Nini Organics Infinity Balm. Ugh, I wish I could use that because the other ingredients in it are awesome, but the cacao butter, my skin just is like not a chance. So I can't use that. It's a good thing I only had a little sample and not, you know, like a full size of it, because that would have sucked. So in May I used 18 products, and then we'll get into June and then we'll be done. All right, so we'll start with the few wellness things I've got. So I went through the Monk Relieve pen. I haven't talked about Monk in a while, but I've gotten back into them recently. I just find that they're sort of helping me with the anxiety that I've had recently. They do have CBD pens now, which are actually really nice. I really, really like the CBD pens. I have the Zen and I have the Peace. And then after I purchased those, they came out with 2 more CBD pens. So I think they're working on making all of their formulas CBD, which I'll really love when they make the Happy formula CBD, because Happy is my favorite of the diffusers. I really, really love these. I'll demo these again when I do my This Just In for June, because that's when I bought some more of these. So this one is empty, so I cannot demo it. But when I get to that, I will demo it again. But if you're interested in these, I have a link below. Check it out, see what they're all about, see if there may be anything you're interested in. The last time I talked about them was last year, but I really love those. Okay, then I've got the Edible Beauty Dew. I finished 1 bottle of this. Like I was saying with the Hum supplements, I really think that these things are like making a difference internally. So I am using more of this. I did buy a couple of bottles just to have, because each bottle is about 20 servings. So it lasts you a little bit less than a month. So the last thing that we've got is the Nature's Way Sambucus, or Sambucus, I don't know, standardized elderberry gummies. Oliver was taking these. Funny story. I had to call poison control for the very first time. Oliver had somehow gotten a hold of these, and I guess when the last time I'd given them to him, I hadn't, you know, child locked it. You know, it was still sort of like loose where he could like actually undo it. And he had found them, taken them into the living room, and was just like sitting there eating them like candy on the couch. And I didn't know what he was doing, because I was like in the other room, I was working. He spends a lot of time by himself sometimes, because that's just how things are. So he came in with the empty bottle, and I freaked out. I flipped out. I was like, oh my God, what did you do? Like, obviously I terrified him, because I was like terrified, like how many had he eaten? Is this going to hurt him? I didn't know exactly how many he'd eaten. There's 60 gummies in here, and a serving is 2 gummies. I usually give him 1. So I don't know if he ate 15. I don't know if he ate 30. I could not remember how many were in here. So the only thing that I was sort of like worried about is like the zinc in here. There's nothing else in here that could really do anything to him. So I called poison control, and I was like, what do I do? Like, is he going to be okay? And they were like, yeah, he might have some tummy troubles from the zinc, but other than that, just keep an eye on him. He'll be fine. Don't give him any for like a week. We haven't rebought anymore, and that was like 2 weeks ago now. We're sort of taking a break from the elderberry. But yeah, we do like these. I just have to make sure that I child lock them, you know, the next time. But yeah, that's funny. I've never had to call poison control before, because we don't keep things in the house that if he gets into them, they could potentially be dangerous. I mean, if he eats like all of his vitamins, like that's the only thing that he could really get into that might give him like an upset stomach if he just like overdoses on vitamins or whatever. But there's really nothing else we keep in the house that's like dangerous, because we don't keep, you know, super dangerous chemicals, cleaning chemicals in the house. There's really not much he can get into. Plus, he's generally a good kid. He just thinks everything is candy, even though I've never called them candy, but maybe because they're gummy, and he likes those like Annie's gummy bunnies. Maybe he just like associates them, even though I've always called them vitamins. I never call them candy or anything else, because I don't want him to think they are a snack. They're vitamins, but he was feeling hungry that day or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I do need to pick up more of those because we do give him, I give him a vitamin D supplement. I give him the vitamins that you saw, the multivitamins, and I give him an elderberry. He's a pretty healthy kid. Some days he doesn't eat, you know, too terribly well. Like maybe he won't eat anything green. He doesn't eat a lot of fruit, which I feel like maybe that's okay if he doesn't eat a vegetable every single day. He eats a lot of fruit, so he gets a lot of his like vitamins and minerals from fruits and stuff. He loves fruit, every kind of fruit. So he eats fruit every day, but vegetables, he doesn't always eat vegetables. Like sometimes it's hard to get him to eat like green beans or peas, or he likes broccoli. So usually when I put broccoli in front of him, he'll eat it, but I don't know, some days he doesn't eat a vegetable. So I just like sort of just supplement with the vitamins and make sure that he's, you know, getting what he needs. He's good though. He's big, he grows a ton, he's healthy. Okay, so then I've got the Desert Essence Lemon Tea Tree Shampoo. I've used many of these over the years. I've shown you guys. I don't know that I'm going to buy more of that because like I was saying, I really do like the concept and the, I just really like the shampoo bar. So I'll probably be keeping, once I get rid of all of my, you know, shampoo and conditioners, I'll probably only be keeping the shampoo bars around. I really just like them better. Less plastic waste. They work just as well or better than some of the, you know, the formulas that I've used. Okay, I have a dental thing. I know this is like the second dental thing all year. I promise I brush my teeth, but like it doesn't seem like it because I don't have toothpaste. I'll have a toothpaste in my July empties because I'm about done with that, but I know maybe to you, maybe you sort of don't think I brush my teeth, but I do. So I replaced my Dr. Plotka's toothbrush. I had talked about this in a This Just In, I think, where it was like the new toothbrush that I like because I had gotten one of these in January in California when we were there for IBE. I had forgotten my toothbrush at home. I needed to buy a new toothbrush. I found this. I really liked this. Funny thing, last month, June, I was about to brush my teeth and I go, when was the last time I changed my toothbrush? I was using the same toothbrush from January. Like the time of this year just seems so like warped. I don't even know how many months have gone by and I just like keep using the same stuff. So I finally changed out my toothbrush. I know you're supposed to change them out like every 3 months or whatever, but I'd totally forgotten. The same thing happens with my contacts. Like I'll keep using the same pair for like 2 or 3 months. And then by the time I think about it, I'm like, how many times have I worn these contacts? So yeah, so I finally changed out my toothbrush, but that's my favorite toothbrush. It makes my teeth feel like super clean. Doesn't irritate my gums. I just love them. I'll link them. Go check them out. The only con is they're not sustainable. They're not like biodegradable, compostable. It's plastic, which really sucks, but I want my teeth to feel clean. I have to make that sacrifice. Okay, the earth makes that sacrifice for me. Thank you, earth. Okay, I have a couple of skincare things. I have the Pi Back to Life Hydration Serum. I finally finished this. I really like this. It's a really nice hydration serum. It makes my skin feel really good and plump. Did you know, like some of these Pi serums, I didn't know how much I had left because you can't really tell because the glass is like frosted. So in the Pi serums, it's like a little baggie in the tube. So it's like airless. It's like an airless pump. And there's like a little plastic baggie in here that like all the serum lives in. And then, you know, you pump out, as you pump it out, like the plastic bag sort of like compacts on itself and then it's just like empty. I didn't know that until I pulled it out to go rinse it because I was like, oh, it's done. So I was like having a hard time pulling it out and I was like, why can I not take off the top? But it's because it's like attached to a bag that's like in here. I didn't know that about the Pi serum. So I think all the Pi serums are like that. I'll let you know when I finish my redness serum that's in the other bathroom. But I do have another one of these. I really like this. If you've got, you know, really dry skin and you're looking for like a really good hydration serum, that's one that I would recommend. Okay, then I also have more hero patches. I told you guys I'm obsessed with these. I love these. I've spent a lot of money on these because they really do work and they really help cut down the amount of time that I've got, you know, really bad breakouts. Like if I feel one coming on, like I've got some stuff like around my chin that I'll put a couple of on tonight, it'll suck out everything and then they'll start to heal instead of it's hanging around for days, you know? These are really good at like fast tracking the healing of acne on your skin. So, oh, I also finished these. These are the micro point ones. These are newer. I don't like these. The only ones that I found to be really good, here's the packaging, which it's really nondescript. The only ones that I've found to be the best are the invisible ones. So the micropoint ones have like 173 little micropoint needles that are supposed to be for the ones that are cystic and like underneath the skin. And then they're supposed to work to inject, what is it, salicylic acid? I can't remember what's in here. Yeah, salicylic acid, tauterol, beta-glucan, and hyaluronic acid is supposed to, like inject it with the micro needle points into the cystic acne that you've got, the one that's under the skin that's not ready to sort of like extract. And it's supposed to help heal it faster without it. I don't know. I don't think they work. I think maybe 2 of the patches, there's 6 in each one. I think 2 of them I might have seen like a slight difference where it like reduced it a little bit, but not enough to justify how much these are for how little you're getting. You get 6 patches for $12.99. So I don't know. So anyway, what I was saying, I think the formula might need to be worked on a little bit, or maybe I just have like really, I don't know, stubborn acne. But yeah, I didn't find that these worked that well for me. I do have another box of these and I'll use them eventually, but I just didn't find that they made that much difference to my skin, so I wouldn't rebuy those. The invisible ones, I would rebuy those. I do think they actually have a new patch. I feel like I was talking about it with Valeria. I think they have like a new one or something, and she was like, are you gonna buy it? And I was like, probably not. I can't remember what it was though. I can't remember what new patch it was. I'll have to go look at it after this so I can remind myself. Okay, so we've got some body things. I have the Olivia Green Tea Honeysuckle Body Cleanse. This is my favorite wash cleanse type of product. This and the Bathing Culture wash are like the only 2 that I would consider keeping in my shower, because I really just don't, like I was saying about the other one, I just really don't like other body wash products. I just don't find that they're worth the money, at least for me. I do want to try the Lil Fox Flower Ball one just because I really love the Flower Ball scent. My voice is cracking a little bit there. I do really love the Flower Ball scent, so I do want to try that, but it's very expensive. Isn't it like $50 something? I don't know. I don't know that I'll ever buy that, but I do want to try it at some point. This is affordable. It's $19.99. You get 16 ounces. You can also use this to wash your hair. So I've been out of the Plenty Naturals soap for my child. I do keep some, we do have some that we keep by the tub, but like when he takes a shower with me, I don't have any in the shower. I don't like to move it back and forth. So I've been using this in his hair and like on his body. It actually makes his hair really, really soft. So if you want to try this on your hair, like give it a try and see what happens. But I don't even use conditioner on his hair, and it makes his hair like really soft. So another kind of use for that. I do have quite a few bottles of that, you know, like as backup. I'm using the enzymatic one, the unscented one right now. I mean, they're all enzymatic, but I'm using the unscented one right now. This one is another kid product that I was using. It's the Vi, really don't know how to pronounce this brand. Where is it? There it is. Days. I don't know. This is the wash and shampoo. Again, it didn't really feel special. It didn't feel better than the Olivia or the Plenty Naturals one that we like. I just didn't feel like it was any more special than those, so I won't be buying that again. It was just okay. It did what it was supposed to do, but I just didn't feel like happy using it. Do you know what that feeling? I also have the Osmia Chamomile Sun Soap. I like the Osmia soaps. They are generally pretty expensive, but you know, they do what they're supposed to do. And my husband isn't using my soap right now, so it's lasting me a pretty long time. It's still in my shower because, like I was saying again, those, you know, soap things that come in like a package like that, I just like to put right into my empties so I remember to talk about it. Because I don't like keeping the trash around, just like waiting for me to finish it, because it could take forever. It could take years for me to, I don't know, maybe not years, months for me to finish like a bar of soap or like a shampoo bar or something. Okay, and then lastly, body-wise, I have the 12 Beauty Rewarding Body Balm. This came in a Art of Organics box, I want to say like 2 years ago. My husband finally finished this up, as I was just using like other things. This was very, very nice. It also is very, very expensive. It's $90. I would definitely consider rebuying this because I did really like the formula, but it's just, it's so expensive. And do I feel like it's any more special than like the Free and True Body Profit? I don't think so. I really like the Free and True Body Profit. I just think that works so well, and it's only like $48 or something like that. maybe it's even less than that. Is it 38? I can't remember. I just bought another one, but now I can't remember how much it cost. I really love the Free and True Body Profit, like the Natural Logic body lotion, you know, a couple of, you know, body oils that I'll use. But I mean, this was lovely. This made my legs feel incredibly soft, but I don't know that I'll rebuy that. Okay, the last things I've got are 3 masks. I've got the Osmia Black Algae Mask. I found this sitting in the medicine cabinet in the spare bathroom, and I was like, oh, this is no good anymore, because this is the old packaging, and I've had this for a while. We're almost done with it. You can tell. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's about done. There was like this much left in here. There's like maybe 1 or 2 masks left in here, but this is my least favorite of the Osmia masks anyway. I had ended up giving this to my husband. I was like, please finish this because I don't want to use it. And then he forgot about it, I guess. He just left it in the guest bathroom and it just sat there and went bad. This is my least favorite. I didn't really feel like this did anything for my skin. I didn't like it. It says it's stimulating to exfoliate, shed, and renew. I don't know. I didn't really feel like it did any of that for me. So this is one that I wouldn't rebuy. My husband likes the red algae mask and I really like the white algae mask. Those are the only 2 that we keep around. And then lastly, I have 2 little mask samples from Leilani. I have the Melly Glow and the Mermaid Mask. These were one-time use that I got in an order, I think, when I placed for the Bless Bath. And I love these. These are 2 of my favorite masks of all time. So it's nice to have just little samples, even though I've got them in full sizes. All right. So in June, I used 15 products. So from beginning of the year until now, I've used 73 for a total of $1,708.36. So doing pretty good, getting through some good stuff. I'm trying to use, there's a lot of things that I'm like, are on its like last legs right now that I'm trying to use up and just be done with. So I am trying, you should see a lot of empties in July because I'm trying to use up quite a lot of things. But then I also get like sucked into like new things and I want to test some new things. And, you know, I'm testing like the Fit Glow skincare right now. And sometimes I get like off track. There's so many things that I've got like this much left, but then I just like can't bring myself to use it because, you know, they're not things that I'll end up rebuying. They're things that I'm just sort of like trying to force myself to get through because I'm not like really enjoying using them, but I also really don't want to waste them, you know? So I hope that you guys had fun digging around in my trash with me and hearing my thoughts on all the things that I went through in the last 3 months. So you will see another Empties in July, August, September, the beginning of October, essentially, since I'm doing them every 3 months now. And yeah, that's really all that I've got. I hope that you guys enjoy. I will see you in my next one. Let me know if you want to see experimental videos. Maybe I can make that like a weekly thing, like a play with makeup weekly thing, because I feel like I'm running out of ideas. And like, I mean, I have bigger ideas of things that I want to do, but they're generally things that are going to take like, you know, time for testing and like filming and all that. I just don't want to pump out content just, I know I say this all the time, but I just don't want to be one of those people that just like pumps out a ton of content just because like the algorithm favors that, or because you think that's something you need to do or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm past that, and I really just want to do helpful stuff. I want to do stuff that's more helpful or just fun. You know, like I have ideas of things that I want to do that are just like fun things, like some that aren't even related to like beauty or whatever, just things that I want to do because they seem fun to me. But it's just like, it's just doing them. It's finding the time and doing them. So hopefully you'll see some like, you know, fun stuff, interesting stuff, you know, on my channel. And not just like filler. Not just like filler stuff, just to fill a day, you know? Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know you guys always enjoy my empties. It's one of the, you know, the videos on my channel that ends up doing decently well. So let me know what your thoughts were on any of the products that I talked about. If there's anything in here that you want to comment on, or if you just feel like chatting. Always here for a chat. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.